Hi, my name is Alfa Manzilin Atasha bintu Riziman. Number matrix A22A0411 from class L2. Today I want to share with you about the figures in the management. Now we go to the introduction of the management. Management is the coordination and administration of tasks to achieve a goal. Such administration activities include the setting the organization strategy and coordinating the efforts of staff to accomplish this objective. Management is also a process of planning, decision making, organizing, leading, motivating, and controlling the human resources and financial and also the information resources. According to our definition of the management, it is the manager's duty to effectively and efficiently coordinate resources in order to achieve the objective of the business. The extent to which an organization success in carrying out what it sets out to do or achieve a declared goal is referred to as organizational effectiveness. So the managers may manage their organizations more effectively while also becoming more competitive by using the ideas and the concept they emphasize. The first figure of management is Frederick Winslow. Frederick Winslow Taylor is known as the father of scientific management, which also came to be known as Taylorism. Taylor was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on March 20, 1856 and died there at the age of 64 on March 21, 1915. He graduated from Phillips Exeter in New Hampshire in 1872, but was forced to give up his plan to attend Harvard when he lost his eyesight. Supreme Court Justice Louis Brandeis cited Taylor's work in U.S. It was Brandeis who created the term scientific management to refer to Taylor's research. Taylor summed up his own work with this word: true scientific management requires a mental revolution on the parts of management and of the workers. Now we go to the advantage of the Frederick management. First, he always increased the production. The employees were controlled strictly by their managers, and they had set targets to achieve the productivity of the employees, which is likely to increase. Taylor have used a rigid hierarchy system and employees specializations and individual tasks in his management. Therefore, managers will always be aware of what their employees are doing. Next, good work environment. He gave their employees good working conditions. For example, a proper place for working in the comfortable conditions. He gave a proper timetable for their workers, which is their employees have to follow the schedule. He also be instructed work will be carried out as planned so as to be able to achieve the set objective. The following is advantage to the country. This is because through scientific management, beneficial aspects for the nation were enhanced. The employees also increase the production and lower the cost of the cost of the production. Next, the disadvantage of the Frederick management. Employees control makes workers more stressed. This is because employees must follow activities that are set by the managers. This makes work repetitive, does not allow employees to be creative and reduce their motivation. Taylor should know that the workers are human beings and cannot be standardized in the same way as machines and materials. He also increased worker exploitation. This management puts too much pressure on the employees to perform their work faster. This issue also stresses managers because they must accept responsibility for having the complete control over the workplace. Besides, the management also make a profit-oriented workers work overtime. It is because managers need to bear the burden of the task and complete the responsibility. Therefore, employees were not trained to perform any other tasks apart from the one that they were specialists in. This will affect their previously attained skills. Next, we go to Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol is a father of management, discovered administrative management, classical theories. He was a French coal mine engineer, director of mines and modern management theories. He was born in Istanbul, Ottoman Empire. He grew up in a bourgeois family, so he could study in the best institute in the city. He studied civil engineering of mines and finished in 1860. When he finished, he got a job as an engineer in the mines of an important mining and metallurgical group. Fayol established the senior management of an organization and concluded that there were 6 essential business activities. These areas were technical, commercial, financial, security, accounting, and also the managerial. The advantage of Fayol management is emphasizing fairness among employees regardless of rank and position. This fosters goodwill among managers and also the employees. He was driving the ideas of the proper arrangement of the materials. Everything should be properly placed. Next, reward and motivating all the employees. Employees must be compensated in a way that motivates them to perform above according to business leaders. Today, it's easy to see example of that kind of compensation, such as awards hand out to outstanding employees and company retreats in which management and employees interact as human beings without worrying about their status at the office. Besides, simplify the organizational structure also the advantage in Fayol management. He always talked about hierarchical structure in which the top levels of the management act as forceful leaders. While this was standard procedure in his main company, the hierarchical structure can be an example for the other of other small business. In 19,000, Henry Fayol developed a modern management theory that business leaders still use today. In addition, Henry Fayol management also have the disadvantage in his management. For example, using the theory based on own management experience. As a result, he was able to fully develop a full understanding of Fayol advantage and disadvantage, believing strongly that his system only produced the benefits. Another thing that remember when considering the advantage and disadvantage of the administrative management is that some theories are prisoners of the era in which they were developed. Next, using human energy or service. The weakness of the theory is that it is still based on humans. As humans, we are naturally going to make a mistake. This is the same weakness of any system that relies on humans to be in control, given various factors like personality and the possibility of mistakes being made. Next is divide business activities into many aspects. Discuss the words become informal when it comes to equity and becomes their employees not get fair in their works. For example, the managers order the material without ask their employees first, and this is very inconsistent. Next, Mary Parker Follett. Mary Parker Follett was born in Quincy, Massachusetts on 3 September 1868. She is known as the mother of modern management. She studies at the Thai Academy in Braintree, Massachusetts, where she credited one of her teachers with inspiring many of her later ideas. She believed that the art of getting things done through people do. She never managed a for-profit enterprise. Follett was one of the first to integrate the idea of the organizational conflict into the management theory, and is sometimes referred to as the mother of conflict resolution. Mary Parker Follett died in 1933 during a visit to Boston. The advantage of Follett management is Follett increased employees' engagement. Core belief and forward belief of Follett's words make employees feel happy, more productive, and more engaged if given the autonomy to complete their job. Follett's principle motivate employees to increase their engagement and loyalty to an organization by establishing ownership and responsibility for success within each level of hierarchy. Next is support competition between employees and their own teams. Follett also support cross-team employees collaboration. Follett Business was championed two-way relationship between executive and also the employees just as much as relationship among CO workers. Not only do such partnership help each party learn about the honest responsibility in their organization's shared objective, but they can also learn different skills from each other. Next, Follett also allow for flexibility by establish personal ownership of company goals while also allowing to flexibility in reaching them. Employees communicate that they trust their employees to find the most efficient and productive way to contribute to the team. Flexibility also fosters agile, creative problem solving to find effective solutions that benefit the business in the long run. Besides the disadvantage of Follett management, Mary Parker Follett is problem in idealism. Follett's theories contain oxymoronic values such as centralization and decentralization, democracy and aristocracy, and also the mechanistic. Follett ignores organizations' process in social context. He always ignores the social nature of the process involved in the management of the organizations. She threw all the real social class conflicts of the scale and considered only psychological conflicts arising mainly from lack of understanding. Follett was also interpreting the social content of organizations scientifically. She never followed a set writing process, and she threw forth intriguing ideas latching off the random. Therefore, it was challenging to identify and follow the consistent tree. Not all of her readers would follow her through in the direction she intended. As a result, it was discovered that 17 of her insightful theories and practical suggestions do not follow an integrated theory's sound structure. Next, Maximilian Karl Emil Weber. Maximilian Karl Emil Weber was born in Erfurt, Prussia. He is known as Max Weber. After completing high school, Weber began studying law at the University of Heidelberg at age 18. Weber then completed 1 year of military service before continuing his studies and practice in law. Max Weber was a German sociologist, and Weber believed that Burgess was the most efficient way to set up and manage an organization. First use procedures in his management is one of the advantage. For him, procedures were very important to any organization and its everyday process. Procedures enhance good conduct in the organization, regulate employee performance, provide terms of the service, and improve decision-making while boosting internal process. Further, he always used fairness in his management. Next, emphasizing the equal division of work to its employees. He said that division of labor makes work easier and leads to specialists. One cannot discuss of the advantage and disadvantage of variance without discussion the need for division of labor. The division of labor allows people to get to know each other across the organizations. Besides, Max Weber is always in charge of administration. The key responsibility of the bureaus is to run the day-by-day administration in accordance with the policies, law, rules, regulations, and decisions of the government. The executive simply exercise guiding public functions, hence bureaucracy is very important for control the supervising of functions. Next, the disadvantage of mass management. First is employee salary difference in the organizations. Employees from the top of the chain of command to the bottom are considered equal members to the team, but they do not get paid the same wages of the salaries. It will make employees feel dissatisfied with their salaries because they are not getting paid according to their salaries and are different from other people who work there. According to followers, this management also be a lack of morale among employees. Organizations structures can also create a burden for their workers, results in decreased employees' morale. While employees may work hard to earn, there is no guarantee of advancement or rewards for raises and promotions given immediately. There must be incentive built into the bureaucracy to reward a worker who can complete a task of the works. Next, poor financial of management. Another disadvantage to bureaucratic structure is the way finances are managed. More specific, the way the budget is allocated. For instance, in bureaucratic business, typical money is available for the current cycle only. If it's not used, then expenditures will not be accounted for in the next budget cycle. Next, we continue to the theoretical similarities between characters. Through the research I did, I found that some of the relevant figures practice the same management. Among the theories that can be said to be the same is concerns with the use of science in management. For example, Frederick Renslow, Henry Fayol, and also the Max Weber each emphasizes the use of science and the scientific method in management and organization. This happened because in order to manage something, it requires a good mental evolution on the part of the management and also the employees in order to avoid any problem or misunderstandings in the organization. Next, emphasizing on the administration or organization in structure. For example, Henry Fayol and Max Weber emphasize the importance of a strong organization structure and the effectiveness of the administrative system. With a strong organization structure, management will definitely be more organized because it has their own responsibility in complex tasks in their management organization. And for the last one is the importance of the relationship between individuals and organizations. Mary Parker Follett and Max Weber emphasize the relationship and interaction between individuals and organizations, and how this relationship affects the efficiency of the organizations. This is said because the relationship between employees in the organizations and the superiors is very important to ensure ensure that the organization runs smoothly, good and compatible to will results in the organizations now being managed and then leading to the fall. And the last one is conclusion. For conclusion, operations management and operations research have both clearly and directly benefit from the advancements of the scientific management. Taylor contends that no institution should be seen as being government scientific if these two criteria of commitment to science and cordial cooperation are not upheld by that organization. Next, Bayes' principle applies to the communication needs to describe the stress as well as how it is carried out. Although the language employed in the current context is less complex than Bayes' method, the situation is very comparable. And for the Weber's theory of the state is incoherent, incomplete, and the reality unsystematic. If we do attempt to review the sporadic remark in his work in a systematic manner, we find the structure of a complex and multifaceted idea of the state that serves as a conceptual framework for the examination of the Madden state. And the last one is the Mary Parker. Although Mary Parker Follett's contribution to management theory has been acknowledged, her work on the advancements of truth of practice in the field of informal education and lifelong learning has received comparatively little recognition. Her contributions to management were lost to time after her death in 1933. That's all from me, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.